Top 10 Creative Punishment Ideas for Your Kids. A punishment does not always have to be strict or something that makes your kid feel bad. Instead, you can try out some interesting punishment ideas that will help your kid understand the importance of what you are trying to teach them. Creative punishments or creative consequences will help your kids understand what they may have done wrong and help them move in the right direction without feeling hurt or humiliated. Here are 10 recommendations for creative punishment that you can use with your kids. First, time in instead of time out. Ask your kid to do creative things during their time out that will make it a time in. Set consequences like cleaning the bookshelf or completing a few pages of cursive handwriting. Second, take the pet out for a run. If your kid has done something wrong in the house, ask him to take the pet out for a stroll or run. In case you do not have a pet, you can ask your kid to run a few rounds of the yard or the garden. Third, increase bedtime. If your kid has been naughty and you want to punish them, bring up their bedtime by 5 to 10 minutes or whatever you feel is correct. Fourth, make them serve dinner. If your kid does not make it to the dinner table on time, despite repeatedly reminding and calling, make them the server instead. Fifth, power or practice. If your kids have problems at school due to badly written homework or classwork, make sure they get enough practice at home instead of punishing or scolding them. Sixth, hold the tongue. If your kid uses a bad word or is rude, ask them to take still their tongue out and hold it in their fingers for a few minutes. Seventh, chore in return. For every time your kid leaves the room in a mess or forgets to complete a responsibility, hand them a chore for the day. Options could be drying the dishes, doing the dishes, setting the dinner table, watering the plants, and anything age-appropriate. Eighth, a no-fight zone. If your kids seem to fight a lot, ask them to create a no-fight zone inside the house. Let them cut out pictures of favorite things from old magazines and stick them around the house. The rule is that they will not be able to fight in front of the images. Ninth, set a time. If your kids do not listen or take too much time to finish something you have asked them to do, set a timer. Instead of asking them to do it on the watch, set a timer and tell them that if it rings before they are finished, you will take off some of other privilege. 10th, creative choices. Ask your kids to write creative punishments on different slips of paper and put them in a jar. Each time you need to punish, ask them to take out a sheet and do whatever is written on it.